All right, this is a really interesting video. I really enjoyed myself. We've got a really nice peek behind the curtain with TJ and Mac, but there is swearing throughout it. We speak like we normally would, which means that there are little ears. Maybe put them away now.
All right, let's try that again. We did start this interview. We've done a very good job.
We did, and luckily,
Cheers.
cheers. Lucky someone said, "Hey, you want to check the audio?"
Yeah. You'd never believe it, people. I fucked up some audio.
No.
Yeah. No. It's like one of my top skills.
And you know what?
So, welcome back to Fighter Talk. This is an uncut interview with these guys. By uncut, I mean where you can swear, we can talk shit, we can do whatever we want.
We're allowed to swear.
You're allowed to swear?
Goodness me.
Goodness
My
me.
golly gosh.
So if there are sensitive little ears, bugger off. So if you're wondering why we're dressed like this, go and check out TJ and Mac's channel. This is Mac Preston, Macca, TJ.
So what is your first name?
TJ, yeah.
TJ, yeah.
TJ Jack, mate.
Yeah.
What's so weird about that?
No.
Apart from the fact that when
Fucking
I write
weird.
my passport down there, everyone has an issue with being two letters.
Are you like McLovin?
I don't know why.
You like McLovin?
No one knows my full name.
Yeah.
Don't they?
No.
Yeah.
Some do.
Macbeth.
Macbeth. No. You want to try again?
Macarena.
Oh, I wish it was Macarena.
That'd be fantastic.
Oh, we should have done that Macarena. That's a dad dance.
Oh yeah, we should have. So if you'd like to see Macarena and TJ's channel, it'll explain why we're in these outfits. Actually, it'll poorly explain it, but
Well, a
It'll
brief
bring more
summary
context.
is that I've graduated into the dad club.
yes.
And
Fresh dad.
This is the
Fresh dad.
apparently the attire that dads wear.
And isn't it bloody comfortable?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm not mad about
So
it at all.
comfortable.
I'm glad to be here.
Yeah.
I have a 2-year-old. TJ has 5 weeks.
6
6
weeks.
weeks.
6 weeks.
Yeah.
I have a 1 and a 3-year-old.
Oh,
So
advanced dad.
I'm in the
Advanced
thick of it.
dad, Yeah. Oh, TJ's.
L plates, red peas.
L plates.
Maybe red peas.
Yeah, something that might surprise you is that TJ is actually the oldest, despite
out of us.
looking
Or
the
out of
freshest.
everybody.
Yeah, TJ's
Looking
older
the
than me.
freshest.
Yep.
Thank you.
He might be the oldest man on YouTube. No,
Probably,
that's
yeah.
Andrew St. Pierre White.
It's Ronnie Darwin, isn't it?
Ronnie's 9 years older than me.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Still looks young.
Until you get up close and he looks terrible. He's a fit man, that bloke.
He is a fit bloke.
Very fit man.
What, we're not?
Anyway, so so you guys have, there's TJ and Mac, which is kind of, we'll call it the business, the channel, the like,
The
it's
YouTube
the
channel.
it's the umbrella under which, you know, no wasted weekends, shed life, everything kind of sits.
The thing we now do.
The thing
for
that you now
a
do
job.
for a job, which, you know, is all like, I assume that's a shared business thing that you have. And so what are your roles within it?
So I think the easiest way was to keep it somewhat separate. So the channel's all TJ.
Yeah, YouTube channel. So I edit everything, shoot most of it, and have the brand No Wasted Weekends. So that's totally separate to Macca. And
Yep.
then Macca runs Shed Life. Yeah.
Yep.
So the Shed Life brand is my brand, and I shoot all the Shed Life stuff, and TJ comes in for as much as he can, and
Yep.
that's just the building the cars and the shed stuff. But the No Wasted, we sort of just help each other on the trips, and
But all in all, I mean,
it's all the same.
we're a team, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're a
totally.
team,
Yeah.
It's not like that. It's not like separate.
No,
No,
it was
no.
just
But
just
like
a little
fun-
hard to make the brands together.
Yeah, they're separate brands.
Yeah, especially when like I started, I was still at work and he was full time.
Yeah.
Like we've been doing what 8, 10 years, 11 years.
Really?
The
YouTube?
channel, yeah.
Wow.
As a hobby, wasn't
Yeah.
ever.
How many
really
years
a
has it
job.
been?
I've had the channel for like 15 years,
15.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
but it's always just been like a hobby.
Yeah.
It's all started out just. It actually started out having parties at my house.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so I sold all my cars and bought a house, and me and TJ lived together, and we actually met through cars,
Yeah.
and we ended up living together, and then TJ started making videos with his phone on Facebook before YouTube was a thing.
Yep.
Yeah,
Like-
before YouTube.
I'm talking we were partying, jumping off roofs. Like he had the phone set up in the fridge. We'd open the fridge, grab a drink out, like each person, like.
Used to try and copy the film clips, you know.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
It was really, really fun. And then we got into cars and slamming cars, air riding cars and
Mini trucks, wasn't
mini
it?
trucks.
Yep.
And
Got
then
footage of Mac cutting a car in half in his garage.
I caught on
in-
fire
in
actually.
thongs. No idea. Like we're like 17 years old.
Yeah, and then
That's so good.
and then we moved into Forbies and just started going off road, going up the beach, and just having a good time. And
How did you meet?
I was at a servo. I had a bagged Mazda 929, the round shape,
Mint.
and it had a four-wheel steer. I could actually turn.
I remember them.
Yeah, I could do a U-turn laid out like this far from the ground. And TJ had a bagged Honda Accord wagon.
Yeah.
He come past me.
Proper
seen-
rice burner spec
Yeah.
stuff.
Can I just tell everyone, this is before there was a time I knew more about suspension than Mac.
There was a time.
There you go.
I was
I'm
actually
technically
new
older.
to air ride on that car, and he had already had his wagon for a while.
I installed my own suspension.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
And he saw me laid out at the servo, because that's what you do. You air out at the servo every time.
Yeah.
It's an unwritten rule. He comes past, just lays the back out, starts like scraping the exhaust and shooting sparks out. And I
At a
just
servo, good spot to do it.
It's on the-
No, he was going past.
Oh, right.
And I was walking back to
I
my
was going
car.
to say, that's a loose thing to do at a servo, surrounded by fuel vapor.
And I was just jaw dropped, and I got in the car, and this is, I'm actually a really shy dude. I was for a long time. I've grown out of it now as I got older, and I did something super out of character. Is I went next to him on the Nicklin Way, and we were both hitting switches, and I said, pull over. And it's something I would never, ever, ever normally do. And I pulled over because I just really wanted to look at his car. And we got chatting, and we just ended up mates.
How
And
good.
we moved in together and ended up housemates for a long time. And
That's the story.
that was,
It's
There you
pretty
go.
weird when you
Sorry,
like
yeah.
sat back like that. But
No,
Yeah.
but it's not at all. Like, there's something about cars that just break down barriers, right?
Yeah, yeah.
If you pull up next to someone with
Just unique
a
cars.
fully modded cruiser,
yeah.
there's no small talk.
Nah, it's like, that's sick.
My mum, sorry, my misso calls it bum sniffing. She's like, you got to go for a bum sniff.
You're actually right, like a dog checks
like a
out
dog,
another
yeah.
dog. Yeah.
Like,
I've never thought of it like that, actually. I don't know how I feel about it either, but
no, but there's
It
nothing
makes
wrong with
sense.
it. It's
It
just a
makes
bum
sense.
sniff. You stop and have a bum sniff, and then you carry on.
Yeah.
So you've been doing it 15 years, yeah, right.
No,
So
well, it was 2011, so what are we, 24? 13.
13 years, yeah.
13 years.
Yeah, me math's a bit off there, sorry.
That's all right.
I mean, we didn't get serious about it till what, 4 years ago, 5 years ago?
Yeah, so I've been full-time as a job for 3 years.
okay.
And I'm 2 years.
And so, what did you both do before? I know, but
Surveyor, 15 years.
15 years as a surveyor.
Yeah.
And I was an electrician, but I specialise in building, wiring, commissioning elevators.
Yeah.
Has its ups and downs.
It did have its ups and downs. So I was always getting shafted.
dad
though.
joke.
It's always getting shafted though.
Yeah. You really got to know your ins and outs of that thing.
Oh, he's good.
Closing doors, eh?
Close one door, open another. There's heaps of levels to that job though.
He's really leveled up.
So I did that for like 15 or 16 years, yeah. And yeah. And then I had a child and quit my job, which is the craziest thing ever.
You know, I actually did the same thing. It's like I actually quit just before I had a kid. But you know what I mean? Like, as in, that was the decision. I was like, I'm not going back to full time. Was when I had my first kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? This works, bugger it. I'm not going back.
I was a bit the same. Like I was working, 70-hour weeks, Saturday, Sundays, 12, 14-hour days. Like I was never really home.
Yeah.
So, I
And
didn't
now you do
really
the same
wanna-
thing.
Yeah, now I do the same thing, but at least it's in my back shed.
Yeah. And it's more enjoyable because
Yeah.
it's the stuff you used to do in your
But I,
spare time.
don't, but I don't get paid double time anymore.
Or leave. Or
No. But I reckon TJ was probably the most underpaid surveyor in the history of the world. His boss was
If your
Not a very
life
nice
gets
bloke.
bad enough, you'll change it. Basically.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I don't know. Everything's worked out now. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, we all know that. So for people watching, you might think that YouTube is a cruisy job.
yeah, it's pretty
Now,
crazy. I don't do
it's-
much.
No,
It's-
it's not.
I just hang out. You know.
It's,
I'm just having a beer chatting to this
It's
play. It's
a
easy.
good job. It's a really good job, but it is anything but cruisy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
There's a lot
You
to
you
it.
work a
agree.
lot, and you do a lot. It's not so much work's probably the wrong word. You do a lot. You have to
Do
do
a
a
lot.
hell of a lot, and it doesn't often feel like work. You're like, oh, this is the kind of stuff I would do anyway, but you have to do a hell of a lot.
I like to say
Yep.
that you're always working and you're never working.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what's that saying? You never work another day if you love your job.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. I never really understood that until recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you love what you do, you enjoy going to work, and that's the
Yeah.
main thing.
But also, I think we're all pretty clear on the fact that if you don't manage it right, you will definitely burn out doing YouTube.
Yeah.
Because you just go, I need to do more, I need to do more, I need to do more, I want to do this, I want to level up, I want to level this up. And I think something that you said to, I think it was Pooley, has really resonated with me. He said, once you get faster and better at doing it, you won't spend less time on it. Your content will just get better.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. I think I said that.
Yeah, I think you said that to Pooley, didn't you?
So I get better and quicker at editing things. That doesn't make me have more time. It
No.
means that I add more things to do.
Yeah. You're like, I want to get better. I want to
Yeah.
get better. I want
Yeah.
to get better.
It's a weird problem up here.
Yeah.
And Pooley's a good example of that. He's like,
He's getting very good too.
he's getting quicker.
He's good.
But then he's just going better and better and better. Like
Yeah.
He's unreal. His editing's really, really
It's
good.
all Pooley too. It's not.
It
me.
is. Everyone asks, oh, is TJ editing Pooley's videos? I'm like,
But
nah,
TJ
man.
doesn't have time to scratch himself.
No, TJ doesn't have time for that.
I gave him a few tips and he's just run with it and like.
But he was
man.
always into editing.
Well, he's an editor. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people
Like-
don't realise.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
used to
back in
edit
the
when he
day,
was younger.
Pooley Edits.
That.
Pooley
Yeah.
edits,
Pooley's
yeah.
Edits, I think it was
He's-
called, his
Yeah,
original
it was.
channel.
He was also a DJ.
That is
Yeah, he did music.
hilarious.
Too. I
That's why
know.
he's got good music.
The country boy.
DJ Pooley. So have you guys, how close do you reckon you've been to being like fully burnt out, to just like being like, you know what, I need time off, I need to not do this for a while?
Oh, I can't say I've really felt it too badly, personally. What about you, mate? You're in there a lot in the shed.
Regularly.
Yeah.
But I used to do the same with work, you know, like I think my longest work stint was 36 days straight of 12 to 14 hour days plus travel. So I'm no stranger to it,
Yeah.
but I think leading up to this trip, trying to build 3 cars for
Oh,
it,
yeah, that
2
was
in
full on.
particular, and I was in the shed till 12 midnight. Sorry, that's the same thing.
Yeah.
Till like 12, 1 a.m. Tash actually went down to see her dad, so it kind of helped me just smash it
Yeah.
out. But
I think I learnt my lesson personally many years ago about burnout. And
Yeah.
I know I can feel it building, and I pull the record because I know like there's no point in going past a certain point where you're not being productive. It's just,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
just hurting yourself.
You know when you're just staring at a screen and you're like,
Yeah.
I have been staring at 15 seconds of footage for half an hour,
we got nowhere.
and you're like, whoa, nah, sleep time.
Yeah.
You're like, this is really not efficient use of
And
my
that's
time.
actually a big thing with building a car too. Like, you get exactly to that point where you're like, I'm actually achieving nothing,
Yeah, and it's taking
and I'm
you
just
ages.
getting frustrated. You just got to walk away.
Problem
Yeah.
with cars is to do one thing, you have to do this thing, and to do that thing, you've got to do this thing.
Yeah.
And then it just goes forever.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure editing's the same though.
Well,
it's similar,
it depends. Yeah, if you're on a run and you're like, oh, but if I can link this thing up and link this thing up, but yeah, I think after a while you just go, pause the game, let's go.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
let's go get some sleep.
I mean, I haven't burnt out before. So
Yeah.
that's, I haven't found the limit yet. I just keep pushing. But when I get there, I'll let you know.
Yeah, I don't think I've never fully burnt out, but I've been bloody close many times. Yeah.
It's a big thing. Fatigue, they call it
Yeah.
in the
Certainly, yeah.
construction world.
Yeah. No.
It's actually starting to become a thing in the construction world. They've pulled back a lot of guys' hours, and
Yeah.
it's fatigue management.
Yeah. Well, it gets super dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when you work for yourself, there's no boss telling you to pull it back, eh?
No. No, not at all.
TJ's good, actually. He normally sees it coming with me and goes, dude, can you just chill
Keep
for a
an
bit?
eye on this one.
He's good.
He's in there too long sometimes.
Yeah. No. I feel that. I have to do it for some of my friends. I'm like, what are you doing? Ronnie. Shocker.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah, okay.
Goes hard.
Yeah, he goes so
I
hard.
know the feeling.
Yeah. He has no off switch. And he's been doing it he's been full-time YouTube for like 10 years now.
The original.
Yeah, he's the OG.
He is.
I met Ronnie 10 years ago, 3Ks that way.
Oh, true.
On a full drive action shoot. That's the first time I met him.
Oh,
Yeah, right.
Bit bright out, Macca.
No, the smoke was smashing me in the eyeballs.
Oh.
So speaking of edits, how long does one
People
take
think
you to
I'm crying.
complete?
An edit, it works out 1 minute is 1 hour. I mean, it's not a perfect science, but 40 minutes is 40 hours work.
Shit. That is, yeah.
Makes
Yeah,
it-
you've definitely,
So that,
it makes sense when I watch your videos, they're
Yeah.
epic.
yeah.
But yeah, so that makes sense.
Not every time. Obviously, it's not a perfect science.
No, I get that, yeah.
Shed ones are a bit quicker.
Yeah, shed ones are a bit quicker because Mac is trying to explain, like, you can't edit in explosions every 1 second.
But I love when they're there. They make me so happy when I see an explosion.
But the time it takes to build a story, like the Simpson Desert episodes, it is some serious work goes into that.
Yeah,
to try and
okay.
make it make sense. Because there's like 13 cameras that are all not in order, and it's
Yeah,
just,
okay.
Watergans would have been hard for you then. So
Yeah.
TJ wasn't even on that
Well, I wasn't even there at that one.
because he was
Oh,
having a baby.
God.
And
So I'm just,
we,
yeah.
we had so
Guessing.
many cameras going. I was like, oh yeah, dude, we got about 1 terabyte today in one day of footage. It's like,
That's a lot of footage, guys.
he's like, oh god.
It's like, 100 hours of footage.
And then you got what, like 8 layers of editing all over the top of each other. And,
Oh, mate, yeah. It's probably more than that.
yeah,
Jesus.
it's crazy.
Nah, I'm keeping it simple. Look at this.
One shot.
Yeah. One
Yeah, we're
shot.
good.
Are you guys, or individually, are you introverts or extroverts naturally?
I'm told I'm an introvert. I probably believe it, to be honest.
You can be in between.
Yeah. No, I'm an introvert, I'd say.
I got a feeling I'm an extrovert.
I think you're an extrovert.
Yeah, I think I'm an extrovert.
Yeah.
But
You're just an extrovert that's bad at public speaking.
yeah, I can't public speak.
No, that's different though.
Yeah.
So the very, very basic definition is, do you recharge by being alone, or do you recharge by hanging out with mates?
Hanging out with mates.
Yeah. And you, being alone?
Yeah, I mean, introvert, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
My wife Stevie tells me all the time. I honestly can be at home editing and I get more energy than if I go out. So these four-wheel drive shows are like so hard for me.
I bet they are.
Man, 8 hours a day, 3 days in a row.
Yeah.
It just like I'm a skeleton at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. They call it social battery. TJ's definitely drains pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My battery's gone at like 1 hour into Friday.
Yeah.
And then you've got Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah. But he pushes through and he has you have a great time. Like
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I get
Yeah.
it.
Are you just like delirious by the end of it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really tricky.
it's the recovery. Like we can do it. Like he can do it. Like he's no dramas.
Yeah.
Like I've seen him. He's a weapon.
But Macca, this guy, he's out with everyone afterwards, having beers,
Yeah.
going to party.
Well,
time.
maybe that's my recharge.
yeah.
Yeah. No, that's my recharge at the end of the show, because the show is social time, but it's not good social time because you're having the same conversation with lots of people in a row, which is not the same as hanging out with mates. That's why I specifically said hanging out with mates, because if you hang out with mates, you can have like kind of better conversations, whereas if you're having lots and lots of the same conversation or small talk, not that we don't love it, you like it, you don't love it, but it's not a bad thing, but it is tiring.
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely. But it's great. Like we don't do the shows to sell things. We don't do the shows to make money. We
Yeah, it's just great
do
to
the
meet
shows
people.
to have those small talks with people. It's all right, she's in the caravan. Yeah, to pick up. No. No, we have those, we go there to have those small talks, to like, even though you ask the same thing maybe 50 times a day, like doesn't matter, and I'll answer it 50 times every day.
You've never answered online, and people want to know, and that's
Exactly, and it's
you can't expect 400 different questions a day. Like there
No,
are only so many
no.
questions you can really ask based on people's content. So.
no, exactly. Like I've been asked how many. I've been asked about blowing diffs about 5 zillion times.
Number one question for me: where's Fred?
Where's Fred? Oh, he wouldn't be allowed at the shows.
Oh, he's allowed. He's just too much of a liability. You've seen him.
True.
Yeah,
Imagine if he was tied up in a corner with people crowded around him.
he's
True.
wild. He's a wild animal.
What would your main question you get asked?
Oh, the editing.
Editing.
What do I edit on,
Of
man?
course.
Yeah, how do you do this or that, or like how did you learn? Yeah,
Yeah.
editing related.
Yeah.
That's a good question. How did you learn?
So,
What's
hey,
no, I've got only feet.
only feed.
Only dad feet.
Mate, are you like coming into my zone?
Oh, sorry. Is that?
That's my whole thing.
Maybe we should collab.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh my god.
What's up?
Oh, I just died.
Did you press the button on the back? The screen goes off.
No,
On the front? It just died?
Yeah, the road's dead.
Are you sure?
Just then.
Because the screen turns off. We're joined by the head of TJ Jack channel. It's TJ and Mac channel, sorry, which is
Yeah, we've
this
got
is
the director here,
Queen Zalia.
the CEO, Queen Zalia. What's going on? Say hi. Good wave. Good wave. You're currently covered in dirt. She's been rolling around in the Western Australian dirt.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Okay, can you head back to mum now? Back to mum, quick. Say
What have you done, stupid?
bye.
Fred is having a great
He
time.
just bangs himself
Fred
all
is
the time.
going nuts over there.
All right. Now, is there anything that you are particularly nerdy about that people wouldn't expect?
Nah, TJ's just got his recent nerdy thing.
The dirty little secret.
Dirty little
The
secret.
old RC rock crawling car.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah, well,
That's pretty on. It's pretty on brand, to be
yeah.
fair.
Let's be honest. Oh, I'll take that.
Yeah. Is it fun?
Yeah, man, they're crazy fun. The
Did you have, like-
suspension works like real. Like,
I've got a Delica that has all that stuff.
oh, do you?
Yeah.
Dirty little secret.
I loved it. It was the best thing at the full drive show. Was this Delica just burning around. Like,
Twin locked and like solid axles and coils
Yeah.
and like all the fun
It's
stuff.
insane.
Do you have like the selectable lockers and like all the like technical stuff?
Yeah, I didn't go as far as like all the rear steer. I wanted it to be like realistic.
Yeah.
But it's got the same front end as your K truck.
ooh, 14-inch coilovers.
Yeah.
Triple bypass.
It doesn't have triple bypass.
Ah, it's not
It's an
saying
RC
that.
car, you know. But it's got the same like panhard and
Yeah.
the 4-link setup. as
Yeah.
yours.
Dana
Yeah, right.
60.
Yeah, I'd say it would be the equivalent. It's huge. It's pretty cool.
And you can select the lockers on and off and all that stuff.
Yeah, my particular one you can't.
Okay.
So what was the question? Nerdy thing.
What are you secretly kind of nerdy about?
It's cars, but
Yeah.
That's-
So not secret.
yeah, it's not really secret.
You don't have a secret nerd,
That's not
no doubt.
no
No,
secret.
I love,
It's not like you're not like, oh, I love anime or you know.
like I did when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Loved my Dragon Ball Z and stuff, but
Yep.
You kind of used to play video games, but not anymore.
oh, I used to play COD,
Yeah,
but I
but-
just don't have the time.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
All good.
Oh, you know what I did do the other day? That was actually sick that I nerded out over was there's on the sunny coast now. There's this virtual reality
Oh, the VR gaming.
VR gaming,
Yeah, right.
and you're in this room and you wear the VR goggles. You got the gun and you're shooting zombies and stuff. Phew, it was sick.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like I'd do
Okay.
it hands down. Do it again. It was really good.
There you go.
Yeah, I could get addicted to that.
I didn't think that would be fun, but I can also kind of see how that would be super fun.
So trippy. Even when you're like walking up like a hill. Hello. Even when you're walking up like a ramp or something, but you're walking flat, but your head wigs out about walking up the ramp.
Ah, you can kind of feel it. So are you on like a pad thing?
No, you're just in a massive room.
You bump into people?
There's like red things come up when you're, what are you doing? Turn around.
No, no.
Toddlers.
Toddlers.
Everything
2-year-olds.
must be perfect.
Yeah. You have so much dirt on your face.
Jump.
Ready, steady, jump. We're not jumping.
All right, dads, how do you handle a
Where's your
child
hair
that's intruded on your podcast? Yeah, I need to be taught this.
You embrace it and then
Yeah, you embrace it and don't
Ah,
care.
okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then mum.
Or you can. I like to use reverse psychology. Yeah, I'll be like, Billy, I don't think you could reach all the way up to that tree all the way up there. And he's like, I bet I can, Dad.
Okay.
That's a good one. I'll remember that one.
Yeah.
So that's also a good one
Yeah.
when they won't eat. You'd be like, oh, Billy, you hate chicken nuggets, don't you? He's like, I love chicken nuggets. Because like, even if they're eating something they don't like, if you're giving them something you know they like, and you're like, oh, I bet you hate chicken nuggets. You'd be too scared to eat a chicken nugget. And he's like, I eat chicken nugget.
Okay, I'll get
If
that
you've
in
just been
mind.
ignoring it for like an hour, you can just flip it back on them.
All right, so opens, P plater, learners.
Yeah.
You don't even have one that can talk yet, so
No, not yet.
yeah.
It gets funner and funner.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It gets heaps easier.
Yeah.
How have you found it starting off? This is the hardest bit, I reckon, as a dad.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In terms
because
of
it's more,
connection.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
There's a lot on the mum too.
Yeah.
A lot of work to do. but-
Yeah.
Yep, yep.
Do you feel kind of useless a lot of the time?
Yeah. But
Yeah.
it's okay. We're getting through it. Like,
Yeah.
I swear these guys are like they've had a kid for a year. Like
Yeah,
they're
right.
really casual, really good. They were out to dinner after 2 weeks, you know, like they were in ICU for 10 days.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And they were cash as. We
Brutal.
went and seen them in the hospital and they're like, doctors are doing everything they got to do and there's not much we can do. And
It's like a double-edged sword. So when you're in the neonatal, like that's really crap.
Yeah.
But you have the best people in the industry teaching you everything really fast.
Yeah.
So we got
That's
like
true.
a really fast crash course in every single thing that can go wrong. They teach you like all the other stuff, like all the CPR stuff and that, like
Yeah.
everything that can go wrong. So I walked out of there feeling like qualified to go home. Whereas like, you know, versus the other first parents that we didn't meet in there, they're like, oh, they're
4
scared to go
hours.
home, you know, like
you're
one
out,
day.
you're out after 2 days or
And
a
I
night.
can see how that would be scary too.
Totally. Yeah. I mean, even like when we left hospital, my wife's a doctor, and she was like, "I'm terrified. I have no idea what I'm doing."
Most qualified person ever.
Yeah, she's like such a qualified mum.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Both of her parents are doctors. Her mum's a GP.
Okay.
Like she's a doctor. All of her friends have kids, and she's just like, I'm so scared. And I was like, You're scared.
It's a wild thing.
I don't even know what I'm doing. But it's also like the more you know, the more you're scared of.
Yeah.
True, actually. Didn't even think about that.
Like
yeah.
she, you know, Billy will like have a little rash, and I'm like, oh, he's got a little rash, and she's like, he's gonna die.
It could be this, could be that.
Yeah, she's like, he's actively dying. Take him to the I see you. But no, yeah, it's definitely, that's a factor. DJ,
Yes.
there's no tow bar on your 300 series.
No tow bar. No towing allowed.
No towing allowed. Why is that? What's your aversion to towing?
I don't know. I've never towed anything. It's become a thing. And I'm very bad at reversing trailers.
Yeah, okay. Because like I'd whack a tow bar on just so that I could like move house easier, or you know, like go pick up a thing. Or
You know
like,
what? It's got a tow bar. There's just no hitch. Like it's got a hitch.
Yeah, it's just no
like, it
plug
comes
and
with
stuff.
one. Yeah, there's just nothing. There's just no tow bar on it.
Yeah,
Or,
and- or plugs.
they
No,
did
there's no
ask.
plugs on there.
They're like,
Yeah.
do you want the trailer plug? I was with him when he was buying the 300 and
was like,
he's like, nah.
It's funny as Toyota tries to like, so, or any car dealership will try and upsell you all their aftermarket mods.
Always.
I'm just like, no.
That ceramic coating
no,
thing
we-
they offer you is like
we got that
$3
sorted.
grand, and it's terrible.
Yeah.
Just get bush wraps.
It's funny as they're like, oh, we can do this and that. I'm like, no. I said, I actually need it unregistered.
Yeah. By the way, we actually need you to do half your job.
yeah. They're like, oh, okay.
Do less.
Dude,
Yeah.
just do less.
I just need
we'll sort it
I
out.
just need a bit of metal on 4 tyres, thanks.
Yeah. Floor mats? No.
Nah.
Nothing.
Literally nothing.
Yeah. Window tint? No. Just
No.
nothing.
Nah, just nothing. Do it yourself. Way
Yeah.
cheaper.
Yeah.
Also, you get charged luxury car tax on all that stuff that you add on.
True.
I haven't even
That's
thought of that,
interesting.
but yeah, just do it yourself, guys. Way cheaper.
But also,
Way
like,
cheaper.
even if you just buy it and take it back to Toyota a week later,
Yeah.
you don't get charged LCT on it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Goodness me.
So don't add options on cars that have LCT. It's dumb.
Yeah, I hadn't even thought of that, but yeah. I did it literally the bare minimum.
So I didn't put a tow bar on mine from factory because it was going to cost me $300 extra in LCT. So I just took it back in a week later and got it fitted.
That's a hot tip for guys, like, because I actually wouldn't have even thought of that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
The
have known.
dumbest thing you can do is go and get like a bull bar and stuff like that fitted from new.
On anything with luxury car tax.
Yeah, so that's
'cause
anything over 70 grand that's not
I think it's
commercial.
like 70, 80, something like that anyway.
Yeah, but not a commercial. So a utes are up, but
Yeah, a ute with more than 1 ton towing capacity bought for a business, yeah.
yeah.
But anyway, don't put a bunch of options on 300s.
Yeah.
It's
No,
dumb.
I didn't know. Well, I reckon I got 2 questions for TJ here. 1, would you have another kid? 2, would you get a caravan?
That's
eventually?
3.
A caravan.
He was just doing this, by the way.
Yeah, it's gang signs.
Oh, okay.
I don't know about another kid. I'm just starting to figure out the first one, so I can't answer that. I
Yeah.
have no idea.
Would-
Caravan, nah. No caravan.
You're
for me.
calling no.
Nah.
Forever.
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 No caravan for me.
Right, there you go.
Okay, so you're a rooftop tent man forever. Okay.
No, not roof, just not a caravan.
What about camper?
Something to tow to make
I don't
camping
want to
with
limit
kids
myself
easier.
too much, but I just don't want anything behind the car in tow.
Okay.
But maybe, if it's a little...
I really didn't mind that little, I
Yeah.
had this little one.
Yeah.
To be honest, I have the perfect car now, or vehicle, to have a bloody... to tow with. So.
Well, I mean, I was just thinking, I was saying to Macca earlier, I was like, have you been practicing jackknifing trailers and stuff so that you can fit in better with the 300 series community?
Oh,
Because that's pretty much all they do
Tell
at
you what,
caravan
I don't have to practice that. I've got that skill. Never.
You've already got it? Yeah.
Are you
okay.
ready for the arguments that come with reversing a trailer with your missus too?
Yeah.
Like, that's a big thing.
Have you got your
gotta factor
pineapple
that.
sticker for the back of the caravan? You know about the pineapple?
No.
If you have an upside down pineapple on your caravan, it means you're a swinger.
Oh,
Does it really?
Yeah.
Channel
So
69
they-
on the
Don't
radio.
look at the back of mine then.
They
No, I
put
don't
out,
have
they
one.
put out the whack on the pineapple and means the doors are open.
Interesting.
They're open for business.
Oh, I didn't know that was the thing. I'm going to look out for upside down pineapples now.
Yeah. And upside down, what are they called? Flamingos means later, I believe.
Wow.
There you
Okay.
go.
All right, you learn something
As a
every day.
caravan owner, I'm
That
versed in
explains
this
the
now.
upside down pineapple on the back of yours.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You
I
can-
actually carry one to put in my friends' cars.
That's pretty funny.
You can't not, right?
Nah, 100%.
Absolute stitch up.
Nah, none of our mates even have one.
Not really.
Do we
no.
know anyone with it?
No.
No, we've never been.
Don't have any mates, yeah.
Yeah, still trying to make friends.
To be fair, I don't know any of my mates have them either. And I've got one.
Yeah,
The only people I know with caravans are people I met through having a caravan.
yeah.
Ah,
All my
Yeah.
mates have camper trailers though.
yeah.
Camp trail's cool.
Yeah.
And I think, I just got a canopy on mine. I feel like that's a gateway drug to a camper, which is then a
You'll have a
gateway
fifth
drug
wheel.
to a caravan.
A fifth wheel in no time.
A fifth wheel, yeah. American truck with a gooseneck and
Yeah. Now, you guys spend a shitload of time together through work and all that kind of stuff, right? You have a business together. You do a lot of trips together and stuff. Do you take time out of your not work time and hang out socially? I know you, because obviously, like
Yes.
right now we're hanging out socially,
Yep. Every Thursday.
but we're also technically working.
Every
yeah, right.
Thursday night, there's boys' dinner with the
Yep.
boys.
Yep.
That's sick.
It's something I've always tried to keep going.
And
Yeah.
we're about to, go for Christmas. We're going overseas, so
Yep.
that's not really going to be filmed, really.
No,
And,
no.
and TJ's also created a Morton trip every year that we do with the boys. So
That one is filmed generally. Though.
yeah,
Yeah.
And we
So
oh yeah, we do.
That's
film
work,
that,
so you
but-
can't count that one.
Yeah, but it's still.
But you
catching
get
up
our
with the
gist.
boys,
But yeah, so every Thursday, that's
Every Thursday.
That's really good.
And I post about it on Instagram every Thursday that I make it to. Like, obviously not everyone can make it every single
No.
Thursday, but
We've all got lives.
it's
Yep.
yeah. sometimes we have a huge turnout. There's 10 or 12 of us, and sometimes there's 2 of us.
And the inverse of that is the girls often have Wednesday nights.
Yep, they've started doing a Wednesday night girls' night now.
Yeah, good.
It doesn't have to be like just for the boys that if you're the girls are watching.
Yep.
Like, you can
Yeah.
organise that.
Or boys and girls can go together. It doesn't have to be obviously that, but it's just catch
Yeah.
up with friends one day a week, and
Yeah,
it's not hard to go to the pub and have a beer and go
totally.
home and-
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think it's really
If you
important.
make it a habit and put the
Just
effort
always
into
on.
it.
It's always part of the calendar. Yeah.
I've actually, because I posted, I've had a lot of guys message me say they do the same thing now, and they reckon it's been the best thing ever.
That's
So,
sick. Yeah.
It's good.
It'll
Yeah.
help a little bit, stay mentally straight. Like,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you're just working, going home, and you never see your mates,
Because your mates are the guys you can go, man, like your workmates, you're with them every day.
Yeah.
And your bosses and stuff. But there's only so much you can talk about. Whereas your other mates, you can be like, dude, like, how has work been?
Yeah. Yeah.
And they can actually go, you know what, I'm working too much, or it's been absolute shit house, or this or that. And,
Yeah.
and you can talk stuff out.
It's like, people are like, I married my best
Casual.
friend. I'm like, no, you didn't. Your best friend is the person you talk about, the person you married with.
Yeah.
That's your best friend.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's really good.
the wisdom man over here.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he's on his opens.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's our catch up.
I like it.
Yep.
It works. That works well.
Yep.
Now, we all know that you can't do this job till you're 90, right? You can do it for a fair while, actually. Andrew SMPR White's the perfect
I was going to
example
do it
of
till I
that.
was 89, I reckon.
Ah, okay. Yeah,
89.
yeah.
So does that mean I'm done when
Have you
you're
got
89? Or
Yeah, it's...
or can I keep it going till I'm 89?
Have you got a backup plan? Have you got a is there something you want to do in the business and change so that you don't have to turn up and work 70 hours a week?
Not real for me, not really. 'Cause
Yeah.
I love what I'm doing at the moment.
Yeah.
If that changes, maybe, but at the moment, no.
I think TJ's always said if it all went to shit or finished up, you'd go into media because you still love what you do.
Yeah, I'd probably just start doing the same jobs again.
Yeah.
Just wouldn't be my own
But
channel.
for other people, sort of thing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it an exit strategy because I'm same as TJ. I love what I do and I don't want to change it. But my way to earn more money to keep the channel alive and keep doing what we're doing is going to be workwear.
Yeah.
So I brought out a workwear line.
Which I've got, and it's actually very good.
Thanks,
He was wearing double workwear today.
He was.
Top end boy. He's here and he was ready to work.
Yeah, so that's definitely the one for me that hopefully, in the future we can have it in all workwear stores and
Yeah,
I
right.
can be wholesaling it,
Yeah.
And yeah.
See, I'll be doing the media for SL Workwear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I think no matter what, we'll be working together. But nah, fingers crossed, everyone keeps watching and we keep doing what we're doing and don't have to change a thing.
Yeah.
But definitely, workwear's my current investment business that I'm trying to put all my money and effort into. Well, not all my effort, but all my money into.
And it's a good idea. Like, it's a very good idea.
I used to wear it every single day of my life.
That's it.
So
And so do I.
to create comfy, good-looking workwear is something that I always wanted to do. So
I love it.
yeah,
Great idea. Yeah. Mine's making cooking products, so same sort of thing,
and
Yeah.
cookbooks.
Yeah, but specifically, if I don't want to make cookbooks anymore and make YouTube videos anymore, I can sell good cooking products.
Yeah.
True.
But sell themselves. As in, I've got enough experience that I can design them, and
You make them I know exactly what you're saying.
that's my retirement strategy.
Excellent.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Yeah, because it just means you can, also it's a business you can eventually retire and sell. Because you're like, this has great products, this is the mantra, this is how we design things, this is how you need to test them, and you can pass all that knowledge on and someone else can continue with it who's equally passionate.
Yeah, true.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
See, we're learning.
He's a wise man.
That's bloody accountants, eh? That's what it is.
Last question from me, And then we're going to go on to questions from the interweb,
Okay.
which is terrifying.
That is terrifying.
So you guys do kind of different things in the channel. So I think if you can, tailor them towards your specialties. But top 3 bits of advice you can give for, it doesn't have to be top 3. 3 bits of advice you could give to people who want to do your job.
Just start. Because if you don't start, you're not really ever going to.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
I like that a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't confuse. What is it? Don't confuse good with good enough or something.
yeah.
It's like there's some expression like that that's like, basically like just get it out there.
Because it's you're always. It doesn't matter how good you are. You're always going to get better.
Yeah,
So the first 100 videos are not going to be very good,
yeah,
and the next 100 aren't going to be as good as like when you're at 1,000.
yeah,
Like, they're
absolutely.
more- like that's just how it is. So you just have to start.
It's a very good point. And persist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Persist is the big one.
Haven't failed till you stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Literally.
Yep.
So there you
yeah.
go.
You can always pivot. You can always change. You can always
Yeah.
I think one for me would be do it because you love it.
Yeah, actually, that's a
And
very
enjoy it.
important one.
Don't do it because you think it's going to make you a millionaire or something, because it probably won't. But
Yeah.
do it because you love it, and do it for the digital memories you're going to get from it.
totally agree.
Like I just did a video on the channel of my last, like a reminiscing on the last
In
trip I
the-
did to WA.
In the Pathfinder.
Yeah.
And like
did a
it
little
was
bonus
so
there.
enjoyable, like remaking that video.
Yeah, sick.
So that is, do it for that. Do it for the memories, you know.
Yeah,
Because and like at the end of the day is if you've made those digital memories and it doesn't go big, you've still got them.
Yeah.
yeah,
They're for you to watch forever. They're for you to show your kids. Like it's better than a picture book.
totally.
So-
Yeah. Any others? You got 3 each.
Oh,
I don't know. I think did I do 2 or 3?
I think you did 2. I'll chuck one in between.
yeah. What's yours?
Don't hide your mistakes. Embrace them.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You can always go back and make another video correcting it. But don't hide your mistakes. If you screw up, just try and fix it and show people how you fix it. That's
a
super
very good
important to
one.
me.
Yeah. Yeah, because
Well-
these videos are on there forever. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I would like to say try and be authentic. Then it's the same thing though. I'm cheating, but
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
My other one was good. I was going to be say don't play a character.
Yeah.
Playing a character
Yeah.
is exhausting, and when people meet you in real life, they're going to
Yeah.
find a new person. Whereas if you just be
Yeah.
you,
Yeah.
I'd
Well,
like to-
it makes your job easier.
or if you play a character,
well.
be a character. You know, like be Aussie man. You
Yeah,
can
yeah.
be Aussie man, and then you can be, I don't know what his proper name is, but Greg.
Or like,
in the rest of his life, you
like
know?
comedians. Comedians,
yeah.
they play characters. They're hilarious. But
Yeah.
like Russell Coy.
Yeah,
Russell
exactly.
Coy,
But like
yeah,
make
yeah.
it obvious. But don't play a slight character. Don't pretend to be someone else on YouTube, because it'll
that's
bite
a
you in
good
the ass.
Yeah.
start small. You don't have to just be this massive production just
Yeah.
to kick off, you know,
Oh.
like it's expensive to get there. Like we probably got 20 grand worth of camera gear at the moment on this trip.
Yes.
Like you don't need to start that big.
no,
Yeah.
you don't need all that.
I'd actually like to expand on that, and say don't pretend you're big before you are. You know when you see people and they've like it's their first video and they're like, oh, I'd like to thank my, they've got like listing sponsors and it's like some local place that gave them a free coffee and like a chair, so they can start their YouTube channel. It's like, dude, the longer you can hold out listing sponsors and listing and
That's
having
very
and
true.
having
Yeah.
titles and all this stuff,
Yeah.
the better.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
initially just be you. Don't pretend that you are 24/7
Yeah.
early.
Yeah.
Don't try and emulate someone else. Try and just be you for as long as you possibly can. Like, people love grassroots.
And that's a good one. I was going to say be unique, but that will make you unique because you are just being you.
Yeah.
Each individual person is unique. You know, like we're not all the same people. We're not all brought up the same. So just be yourself and
100%.
have a good time. Have a good time doing it. That's the biggest thing.
It's so easy to see when people are actually having a good time and when they're not.
I don't know. I'm keen to see the GoPro footage from today, whether you were having a good time in your car or whether Natasha was having a good time.
Tasha was not.
He was. She was not.
It was hilarious. She was great. So Tash doesn't really come wheeling with us, especially not on the hard stuff.
She was quite vocal about that to me.
She was, yeah. She'll come touring, like go to the islands and beaches and, you know, that sort of stuff. But when it comes to hard wheeling, she's done it once, like back a long time ago.
That
and she's
wasn't
like-
hard wheeling.
And it wasn't even hard wheeling. She's like, I'll never do that again. And she came today.
Today's probably the worst she's ever seen. And it's not even bad today. It's like a.
Oh,
Bretto,
I don't know. That one was pretty
you can pass
bad.
me my beer.
Oh, I had a good one.
Other
too.
one. Or both. They're both mine.
How do I look? How's my hair?
Stunning.
Beautiful dad.
Stunning and brave.
It's getting long again.
It is getting long again. Actually, shaved my head.
How good's the continuity in my videos?
Excellent, mate.
Like, you would never know that it's the next day.
Nah,
Nah,
not at all.
It looks exactly the same.
Same lighting, same audio,
same
clothes.
outfits.
Yeah.
Same everything.
Same everything.
Same people even.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nailed it.
So we stopped and had dinner, and then couldn't be asked
Well,
because we're tired.
the beers got flowing.
The beers did get flowing.
The language got worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
The slurring began.
Mainly Harry.
Cohesion,
Mostly just Harry. but-
cohesion reduced. Questions got more inappropriate. So, speaking of questions, it's time to answer the internet's questions, which is always terrifying. You have awful fans. No, you don't. You've got legends, actually. It's interesting, like, some people, like, oh my God, the questions Cowboy Tune got asked.
Yeah.
Or be some
They
toxic
did,
ones
they
in
did
there. I
not
reckon.
make it to the internet.
No. He would have loved answering them though. He would,
Oh, and that's the thing.
I would have loved his rebuttals. He's so quick. Like,
So good.
Oh.
I asked him. I just didn't put them online because they involved too many F's and C's.
Makes sense.
he's a good dude, Blair. Like, he's
Dude, he's the sweetest dude.
yeah,
Like,
man.
He just can't do enough for you. Like, you know, he takes piss out of people on the internet for basically a living.
Yeah,
But in real life, he's just an absolute, like, he's just the nicest guy.
yeah.
Nice guy.
And he
Can't
and
do
he
enough for you.
he doesn't take it too far.
Never.
It's
He's got-
just it's banter. It's the people that comment on it that take it too far.
yeah.
Like, it's like, come on, guys. Like, we're not trying to
And there's a
tear
whole
someone to shreds here. We're just having some banter.
That's the other thing. There's a whole community of people who want blood, and he
Yeah.
doesn't hand it to them.
Yeah.
You know, like he's like, no, let's do good banter. I don't want people to actually suffer.
No, exactly.
He's just. I think he's a perfect level.
100%.
I don't know
Cracks
anyone who
me up.
nails it as well as him.
No.
All right, from Hadrian or Hadrian. What's the plan with the 60 8-speed question mark?
It will get an 8-speed.
Sick.
The question is the engine.
You can't decide between petrol and diesel.
Yeah, so we were just talking about this, weren't we? And
Yeah.
Was it you come up with the perfect name for it? Or was it one of the other boys?
Oh,
no, it was
I
one of
didn't
the
know
SWAT
that.
boys.
Yeah.
So how do we do this without giving away the engine? What do we do?
Well, you can't. No.
No.
It'll be instantaneously. Oh, that's what it is.
Can you
Yeah.
can you say it to me and I'll bleep it out?
Okay, so I've purchased a
Oh, that's really good.
yeah.
But yeah, I like that.
Yeah. I know, so now I'm torn. I'm torn.
Recon Adventures. Do you guys know? No?
Yeah, I've definitely seen that.
Sounds
man.
familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could Matt cook a meal with King Chrome tools?
We should have tried
Matt
that last
can't cook a
night.
meal with normal.
No, I can't.
You could use a step-up ring as an egg ring. What do you love more? What do you love filming more, wheeling or build-outs?
God, wheeling. Yeah.
until something goes wrong.
Wheeling for sure. It's pretty fun to go wheeling.
Because you build to wheel, right?
Yeah.
I build to wheel, and test. I like to. There's just something pleasing about building a car and then seeing what it can do.
Yeah.
I
Like,
feel like it works, you know.
yeah.
Whereas like Sam's the opposite, isn't he? He likes building more than he likes
Loves building.
driving.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
He doesn't do a lot of tour stuff anymore.
No, and like I've spoken to him about it. He's like, no, I like building cars more than I like using them. And I'm
Yeah.
like, that's wild.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm the opposite. I'm like,
Fair
get the build over and done with. Let's go drive it.
Yeah.
I do love building though. That's why I'm like constantly building something else. Like no matter what, I have to have a build going.
Yeah, okay.
I can't not have a build.
Yeah, right.
That's why I've got so many cars in there.
It's an addiction.
Yeah.
Scott Bake, what's TJ's real name? His real name is Tessa.
Yeah.
That's
Fit.
right.
And his middle name is Tickles, so it's Tess Tickles. Tess Tickles.
Oh, he's good.
Yeah.
Good.
When are they getting back into Sean Nuttall? When are they getting back into mini trucks?
I get asked that a lot.
You don't ever get out of it.
Yeah. I've got a little Hilux workmate, 3RZ, 220,000 Ks. Call it Farm Ferrari. Best car. I'm thinking about slamming it, painting it black, but
What colour is it?
it's white. Workmate white.
The white wheelbarrow.
The white wheelbarrow, yeah. But I do have my 59 Chevy Apache, which is a 59 pickup
Yeah.
that I've built from a rolling shell. It's bagged. There's a couple episodes.
Yeah,
on it.
okay.
I'd probably call that a mini truck.
It's a mini truck. It's a classic, but it's a bagged. It sits on the ground. Got a big block.
Drag.
Sick.
Drags, lays rail. Actually, it lays body.
Yeah. Drag something along with that.
Drags it. Yeah. It sounds way worse than dragging rails because it's like sheet metal going.
Is it like, is it super loud?
It's so loud.
It's not that like nice solid.
Nah, it's not a nice. It's a. Like we're gonna die.
What he's like flapping around.
All right, from Cameroon 2000.
Oh yeah. No.
What cameras and editing equipment do they use?
A7 4s on the Ronin Gibbles.
Good all rounders.
Oh yeah, it's at the moment that is the, if you can afford it, that's the camera, eh? So good.
Yeah, it's such a good all rounder.
I've started using the new Sony EV10, EV2.
Yeah, right.
EV10, yeah.
EV10.
EV10.
We
Yeah,
use
I've heard
that
good things about
for
them.
the shed.
It's pretty
My
good.
mates use them. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a great vlogging camera.
Yeah.
Max actually, because I've lent him the other big camera at the moment. He's obsessed with the A7.
I've been using the A7 lately because TJ's been on maternity leave, I guess you'd call it.
And he loves it.
I was like, well, if you're not using the camera, I'll use the big one. And I'm like, so good.
How good are they?
Oh, man.
Yeah, actually,
And as
they're
for
easy to use.
drone, TJ pilots the...
Cine 3, Mavic Pro Cine. Is it Mavic 3?
Mavic Pro 3 Cine.
The Cine one.
Yeah.
Which is a very cheap drone.
It's not a cheap one, no.
It's not a cheap one.
Yeah, it's a big step up to go Cine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like an
so
extra $4,000.
We have a very high-end drone, and then we use the minis.
The Skywrap.
Skywrap.
Which is the shed drone, isn't it?
Yeah. I've hit the walls in the shed so many times.
They're also extremely, you can get shots with the mini that you can't get with the big one.
Yeah.
It literally just can't fit.
It can go under my car on the hoist and angle all the way up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mm.
It's pretty cool.
That's nuts.
Yeah. And we're up to Skywrap 4.0. And I just did a repair on it the other day with Skywrap 3.0. I stole some parts.
Well, if you want to know a little trick that I found out from a
Don't crash
camera
it.
shop guy,
Yeah.
go into a camera shop and ask if you can buy one of their display models. All the bodywork is exactly the same, just the motors and the internal bits are different. But all the arms, gimbal bits, everything, they're $60.
Mm.
True.
Yeah, so you
Okay.
can get all the bits off it and just pillage.
Might have to do that.
Yeah, I mean, don't do that. That's
I don't think we're allowed to do that.
no, not do that.
Why is there no display drones anymore?
Will they do a giveaway for a D-Max?
I get asked that a bit lately, actually. I think there's a lot of other guys doing D-Maxes, like Patriot always do one every year. And
Yeah.
that's why I never really thought to do one. But I do love the 4J motor, so
Yeah, I was going to say, you can do some silly things with 4J.
yeah, they're pretty cool.
You also like maintaining warranties.
Yeah, see, if it was a new car, I wouldn't be tuning them up anyway. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to do
Or Rodeo.
a Rodeo, dirty old Rodeo.
The 4J.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Sam Apple, favourite subject at school?
I like physics, eh? It's a
There you
bit
go.
nerdy,
Yeah.
but yeah, I enjoyed it.
I was probably maths and PE.
Yeah, okay.
Hmm.
Metalwork, ironically.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Get back on the
And I'm
welder,
the
mate.
accountant. I won the metalwork prize at school.
I just like maths because it made sense. You know,
Yeah.
2 + 2 is 4. Whereas then you got science is like, oh, we think this works like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Burning Fuel WA, asking if you're going to have a crack at Bob's Hill in Brunswick.
We've heard about Bob's Hill.
Well, we went to some mild Brunswick hills in the context of Brunswick.
Yeah. If I was diffing out on 37s, then
Yeah.
I don't know how much faith I have in
Bob's is double as hard as that.
Yeah.
Easily.
If I was flat train, I'd probably have a crack.
Yeah.
It is very heavy, but like this is not meant for.
No. I'd be fully loaded. I'd love to see what I weigh now. I reckon I'd be up near 4.
Really?
I reckon. I was 3.2 loaded with the tub,
Yeah, right.
but now I've got double the space and I've used all of it
You've used triple the space.
and an awning. I've used triple the space, yeah.
Yeah.
It's so much.
I think you'd be like, 3.7 or something.
Yeah, it'd be up there.
How many pairs of sunnies do you have? Is a common one?
I couldn't even count.
It's somewhere between 100 and 300.
Yeah, something
Really?
around that. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I've got this like container at home of just, so every trip I try to buy like another pair at a servo and just to have.
I've caught him already. He's been looking.
Yeah, actually one of the boys, a fella from WA, I can't remember his Instagram now. He was wearing these sick green sunnies and he bought me a set as well. We both got a photo in our sunnies at the show. Gotta wear them this trip. They're sick.
Is Tray Life better than Tub Life? Jackson SB 2007.
This is the first trip.
Well, camping, yes, 100%.
Yeah, gonna have to say it is.
Touring and
It's
camping.
so practical. Like, it's so much more stuff that I never had and I could never fit. Like a microwave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'd be useless cook.
Fuel economy on the dad bus. From ER Photographer
Actually, you haven't done it recently. Prior, it was really good.
Really good.
Epic economy.
Dude, it was
like high 10s.
it was as good as my range. It was like 11, 12, like max.
I reckon now you've got the wind block and all the stuff. It'll be like 16.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what it is now. But the 8-speed just has that overdrive that I sit on. It's like 1600 RPM
But I think
at 100.
what helped with yours is style side. There's just no wind drag, no bull bar.
Yeah.
Temp was lower than the roof.
It was like really aerodynamic.
Yeah.
Really,
For a brick.
For a brick on 37.
like
it's
compared to any other Land Cruiser.
Yeah.
And it's got so much power. It just idles in 8th gear. Like
Yeah.
it was doing the craziest fuel economy.
Well, and also like those engines put out all their power early.
Yeah.
You don't need revs in them.
No, they fall off after like 3.8.
Yeah. Dad bus versus dad bus. When is it going to happen?
Oh, that's Dad Wagon.
Yeah.
We did a rock crawling video.
Yeah.
Oh, we did,
And
yeah.
it rolled over.
Yeah. So
Yeah, actually, yeah. 300's better. The 300 also didn't drive that part of the track.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was extremely big step.
Yeah, that step was, literally taller than me. It was like a 2-meter step.
it was psycho.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
off its head.
You should have seen it in person. That was like it. I was like, oh my goodness.
I was like, oh, we're going over, and boom.
And you didn't cave it in somehow.
Amazingly.
I got more damage that trip. Yeah.
He did. He ripped,
right.
ripped his flare off, ripped his mud flap off, and was it the rear bumper? Clipped the rear bumper.
Yeah, if you want to, it's actually a pretty good episode. The thumbnail's his car on its side, so
Yeah.
you'll
check it
figure it out.
Not clickbait or anything.
What's your favourite and least favourite thing about being an influencer? From JVM 2002.
Favorite for me is the people that we help. Even if it's one guy that messages me saying we've helped them, then it outweighs any kind of bad comment.
Yep.
And I get a lot. It's very surprising and humbling how many people we get to help. So that's my
Yep.
favourite bit.
Oh, well, that's a good one. So I'll go with just the freedom to do, like, to live your life the way you want to. That's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Being your own boss and stuff. Yeah.
Least favourite is been called an influencer. So we get related to girls wearing makeup or anyone just jumping on anyone who's taking the biggest paycheck.
It's not that.
And that's what that word sort of targets towards. So probably that for me.
Yeah, no, fair.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe just haven't really thought about it. Maybe people not realize, like, people just thinking it's easy,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, my wife has a good line on that. She goes, if people think that your job's easy, it means you're doing a good job of it.
True.
That's a good point. Yep.
Like, if you make it look easy, because when you see people making it look hard, you're like, I don't want to watch this.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So, yeah. What was your first four-wheel drive?
Mine was it's an MQ Triton, the old square body
Yeah, nice.
with the V6.
Yep.
Did the best burnout.
They are actually a really capable car.
And they got an awesome LSD in it. So
Yeah,
they
okay.
just ripped both wheels.
Yep. 3-litre
Not
V6.
that not that I would do burnouts.
No.
No, I was a respectful driver at 17 years old.
Yeah. You're the only respectable driver. And yours?
Well, it's tricky because I always had a work car. It's an N70. I had every new Hilux
Yeah,
at work. First one I bought was a Pathfinder.
Oh, okay. Yep. Nice. That was from Ryan 13. Darcy Cox. How much was the tray, Macca?
So it depends how much you option them up. So that has every single option on it: water tank, toolboxes, rear draw slide, 12 volt
Inverter.
a whole lot, 200 amp hours. It's about 35 grand for that.
That's good value.
I think.
Not including the paint either.
And the-
Painted it.
I paid to get the tray painted because that's not like an option they normally
Yep.
do. And but that's like they pre-powder coated the whole thing flat, and then we painted over it. And then also inside's all powder coated, inside the drawers is all powder coated, the tray's powder coated. Like
The finish is awesome.
the finish is really good. The boys did a killer job.
Yeah.
And they're just young fellas coming up too. Like it's awesome to see them having a go and keeping up with production like the big dogs. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we're doing a good job.
Matt, any regrets on the 79? Anything you wouldn't do again from Nathan Perko?
I probably have it a touch lower, but
So you can't get it engineered for 37s then?
no, so it's going to be the 5-inch 37s, and I'm
Yeah.
technically not allowed to change the height and things like that. So,
Yeah.
and it's still fine, like it's still great and does everything I want it to, but just that little more download stability would have been a bit.
Like
with
a
the-
3.5 would be so sick.
Yeah, with 37s.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
yeah.
I agree.
And like for anyone else, they could probably lower it. No cop's gonna even know. But me being SSM, and also kind of it's that showpiece that like
Yeah.
people want to see it
It's
looking
impressive.
massive.
It's impressive in person.
Oh, it's huge.
Yeah,
It's so big.
that's probably
So everyone actually,
Probably
the funny thing is, when they see that my 300 in person just on its own, they're
Yeah.
like, holy crap, it's big. But whenever it's parked next to that, it just looks like,
Yeah.
It was at the Wheel Pro show the other day and everyone was mind blown.
yeah,
Because
Yeah,
the car
that's
wasn't
right.
there.
yeah.
So that shows you how big the
It definitely towers cars. Yeah.
79's big.
What Aussie YouTubers do you look up to or are inspired by?
Oof.
Harry 5'4".
Yeah.
Shit, I've seen your cooking.
I wish I could cook like that Harry guy.
I'm heaps faster than him though.
I'll give you that.
Aussie guys. Who would my favourite be? At the moment, it's bloody Pooley.
Yeah, he's doing wicked stuff.
Yeah, and he's inspiring too because he does it all on his own, you know. Like,
Except for all the editing, which is done by Tina.
oh, apparently done by TJ. Yeah,
All right, guys, I
TJ does
gave
not do his
Pooley
editing.
some tips, but it's all him. He's
It's
doing a
all-
good job.
it's all Pooley. So,
Yeah, I'd probably say Pooley too. He's unreal. Well,
yeah,
Doing great stuff.
yeah,
you know what? I've been watching all the upcoming people like Lily and Jake and Sharon Gillen, and
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Well,
but
Sarah
it's
Gillen
great.
aren't up and
they're not up and coming.
They're over 100.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
they're
doing
massive.
really well.
Yeah.
Because having a kid at home and just being having time off, we have the TV on most of the day, and I've just been running YouTube, and
Yeah.
it's just all the new creators coming through. So
Yeah, it's cool stuff, eh?
Yeah,
it's unreal.
Palmy or Palmer?
Palmy.
Army.
Palmy. Well done, boys.
Oh,
Settled.
yes, we nailed it.
That's settled. That's 3 palmies.
He has a big 79. What's he compensating for? We all know what he's compensating for. Don't worry about it. Tommy Camps, I'm obsessed with your body. It's not a question.
I know what that relates to. Oh, Tommy, you're a gem, mate. You're a gem.
Escape the Daily. Will their content now change that they're transitioning into fatherhood?
They were great people too. Met them. At
Really
the show.
nice people.
Uh,
Talented legends.
Also have problems with blowing diffs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, nitro. gears.
Nitro Gears.
I don't think it'll change.
Nah, I don't think it'll change. Like,
We'll just have the little ones when we do these sort of trips
yeah,
more often, I guess.
more often, yeah.
Well, you guys are lucky because your wives. Well, are you married?
No, yeah. Oh, I'm getting in trouble for that.
Well, your missos are around to take care of the kids a lot. Mine works full time, so it's
Yeah, so it's
a
a bit
lot
harder. Yeah.
um,
We but like we'll still be doing the boys trips, you know, like when we catch up with Cooley and Richo and
Yep.
Maddie and all that, like those sorts of trips will still just be the lads.
Yeah.
And
My misso works full time too, like school teacher, so lots of holidays. So
yeah, okay.
it's a bit of a fluke.
Yeah.
yeah,
Now you make it work, hey. I mean, my content has had additions. You get the addition of kids, but it's still the same content.
Yeah.
yeah,
I wouldn't say it's okay.
yeah, I don't think so.
Caravanning coming up soon.
Yeah.
Never.
And like
Never.
as you've if you've watched our recent trip here with Harry, you'll notice my partner does not like hard wheeling at all.
No.
It scares the shit out of
Watch it, it's funny.
We need to put her in the seat more often. Make
Yeah.
sure the GoPro's on whenever she's in the
Yeah.
Yeah, I literally last night I literally just angled it. I'm like, this is cold.
Central Vic 1. Does Mac love TJ or Paulie more?
Oh, definitely cool, yeah.
Nah, TJ.
Oh,
He's my boy.
it's only-
He's my day one, they say.
Not like your weird, not that weird Uncle Paulie.
No, we're Uncle Paulie. It's funny. I swear I started calling him Uncle Paulie.
Yeah,
And
right.
it's just caught on.
stuck.
It's just. It's,
It feels
But
like-
he feels like an uncle.
he
I
does.
reckon.
He feels like young.
Like Uncle Paulie.
Yeah.
He's that uncle who's like sneaking you a beer in the shed. Like,
Yeah.
Not like a weird touchy uncle, like
No.
like a legend uncle. And last one from Chewy. When are you going to
Chewy.
buy a real car like a 4-cylinder Prado?
I've actually got one on order.
Do you?
Yeah.
A 4-banger Prado.
4-banger
the
Prado.
new one.
250.
250.
Sick.
Yeah. Should be there when we get back from this trip.
Cool. Cool.
Gonna do some serious testing on that one.
Yeah, just gonna test it out, turn it into a flexi boy, see what they can do, and then
5-seat or 7-seat?
I think I could only get a GXL 7-seat.
Oh, that's going to be hard.
Yeah,
With the third row.
I'm gonna sort it out. I think the Pirate Camco boys will come up with something, and it'll be a giveaway car. So, but we'll keep that one longer so we can play with it for a while.
Which would be awesome. But the thing is, if you do want a 7-seater and you don't put stuff in the back, and you tow a caravan or a camper trailer, wicked car.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you've got if you've got a terrible pull-out game and too many ankle biters, then
Like you, mate.
So you might need that third
You
row.
might need the third row.
yeah, who knows? All right, that's it from us. Thank you so much, boys.
Of course.
First ever
No
interview
worries.
on the interweb.
Hi-
Sorry, the audio was a bit weird in this. I've had audio issues again.
Yeah.
But mate, thank you so much for boys. Thank you so much for hanging out and
Thanks for the cook-up.
answering all my bollocks. And
Anytime.
welcome to WA. Hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, keen.
The flyers are shit though.
Yeah, they're starting to ramp up now.
Let's go get in the
They're
aircraft.
really starting to fight it.
Oh, let's go back to the hotel. Fuck this.
Yeah. Oh, finally.